Hi everybody, thank you for joining me today. I have Mike and Lonnie, as you can see, because she wants to be part of yoga. We'll try to get her under her yoga mat in a little while. So today we're going to be doing a heart centering yoga practice, and all the moves that we are doing will be for opening our heart center. And I will explain that in a little bit. So again, I just want to remind everybody to do only what you can do. Honor yourself, honor where you're at, and don't push yourself. Just be where you can be and be where you are, and only do what you can do. And if that's a matter of just closing your eyes, meditating, listening to this practice, and visualizing it in your head, that's fine. That's still yoga. You're still here on your mat. You still made it. And if you want to participate, that's great as well. If you participate a little bit and then you need to stop and you just want to sit and meditate, that's fine. And just listen. So again, you have plenty of choices. This is all on whatever is comfortable for you. This is all on your own. This is your path. Nobody's forcing you to do anything that you can't do or don't want to do. So just feel comfortable, find what feels comfortable for you today, and honor that, and honor where you are. Some things that you might do today might not be comfortable for you tomorrow. So just honor where the space where you are today. And let's get started. So I want you to come to a nice, comfortable seated position. We are going to come to a position called Sukhasana. So just come to a nice, comfortable cross-legged position. If you want, and you find it more comfortable, you can sit up on a blanket or a block. If you don't have a block, you can sit up on a book. We just want you to come to a position where you are the most comfortable way that you can be, where you're not straining to keep yourself upright. I sit on a block. I find it easier for me. And Mike sits on a blanket. So we just want you to be the most comfortable. Find the most comfortable position for you, where you're not rolling forward, you're not arching or straining to keep yourself upright. You can just be in this position comfortably, okay? So, just want you to make yourself comfortable. Roll your shoulders up and back a few times as you breathe in and out. Okay, just let them settle. Put your hands on your knees. Feel the ground supporting you. Let your head find a nice neutral position. And close your eyes. And before we really dive into today's practice, I'd like you to take a few deep breaths in and out. And if you know the ocean breath, the Ujjayi breath, feel free to connect to that now. If you don't, just do your normal breathing. And if you want to know more about the Ujjayi breath, I do have a video, a tutorial up that's only about 8 minutes in length, and feel free to check that out. Otherwise, if you know Ujjayi, invite that ocean sound in. Otherwise, connect to your normal breathing, just as long as we are connecting to our breath in this moment. So just start to connect to your breath. Take a few nice deep breaths in and out. Before we really dive in, I just want you to take a moment to thank yourself. Really thank yourself for showing up today, for being here, for taking this time for yourself, for giving yourself this gift, this moment, for honoring your body, for honoring your mind, for honoring you. Letting yourself have just some space to breathe. So just say thank you to yourself for being here. And as you breathe, notice your breath. Notice where it's at. Notice each inhale and each exhale. And if any thoughts arise, just Just notice them, but don't judge them. Just watch them, just float on by. Just kind of acknowledge them, just say, I see you, but don't judge the thoughts. Just breathe. Notice where you feel your inhalations and your exhalations. Notice where you feel your breath. How does it feel when you inhale? How does it feel when you exhale? Keep breathing. Today's practice is a heart-centering yoga practice. With heart-opening yoga, we are exposed. Nothing stands between our hearts and the rest of the world. Not our crossed arms, not our books or cell phones. It is an arms wide open stance, allowing our beating heart to be for a blissful moment unguarded. Today, think about your own heart. As you prepare to practice these heart-opening poses, think of the mantra, I live with an open heart. Breathe it in and breathe it out. Inhale, I live with an open heart. Exhale, I live with an open heart. Inhale, I live with an open heart. Exhale. When you open your heart, you open the door to infinite possibilities. Take a few more deep breaths. Each inhale and exhale, just noticing your breath deeper with more interest. Be here now. Be in this moment. Thank yourself for being here. Okay. Slowly transition off of your block, your book, whatever you might be sitting on, your blanket. And we are now going to come to cat and cows. So I need you to come to a tabletop position. Lonnie, we might need you to move. Lonnie, come on, go to your yoga mat. Good girl, sit. Good girl. Okay. So when you come to a tabletop position like Mike is doing, keep in mind that we want your wrist underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. Now also, the other thing that we want is we want you to have a solid foundation, because this is what grounds you to the earth. And everything comes back to the earth. The earth is grounding. It's grounding us. It's supporting us. So this is our support, and we want to be the most supported that we possibly can. So when you come to a cat and cow position, you want to make sure that your fingers are spread apart as wide as possible. So spread your fingers as wide as possible and let them anchor into the earth. You want to make sure that you are also distributing your weight evenly between all 10 fingers. And you want to pretend that you have almost, or you want to imagine that you have almost a suction cup in between your thumb and your pointer finger, and that you are rooting down into the ground. So you are feeling and you are getting the energy from the ground. So once you are in that position where you are completely rooted in a nice tabletop position, as you breathe in, you're going to look up. And as you exhale, you're going to push the ground away for cat. Inhale as you look up. Exhale as you push the ground away. Now, cat and cow can be a moving meditation, so you can close your eyes and do this on your own breath. own inhales and exhales. Inhale for cow, opening up, looking towards the ceiling. Exhale for cat as you push the ground away. And every time you come into each inhale and exhale, think about that mantra that we're coming back to. I live with an open heart. Especially when you come into cow, because you are opening your chest space. So think about opening wide when you come into cow. I live with an open heart. Exhale as you come into cat. Inhale. Exhale. Enjoy the movement and the flow of this position. Move on your own breath. Do what feels good for you today. Let's take a few more deep breaths in. Let's each do one more cat and cow wherever we are. And then meet in tabletop position. Okay, we're now going to lower down to the ground onto our stomachs. And we're going to come into baby cobra. So again, what we want to do when we come down to baby cobra, put your head down to the floor, is we want to again make sure that our hands are below our shoulders. We want our legs zipped together. Zip your legs together. Very good. Okay. And this, what we want to do for baby cobras, this is a nice gentle back bend. It's probably one of the most gentle back bends you can do because we're not putting any stress anywhere. We're only doing what we can do. So without putting any weight in our hands, we're going to gently, just using our chest, gently bring ourselves up only as far as we can go. It's a very gentle bend. We're not putting any weight in the hands. And then exhale down. Very good. It's a very, very gentle back bend. Inhale as you come up. Very good. Exhale as you come down. We're just going to do 2 more of those. So inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. It's a very small movement. Again, inhale as you come up. Exhale as you come down. Good. Okay, and you can come back into tabletop position. We're going to be going into a different pose. And this is a cross between child's pose and downward facing dog. It lengthens your spine and calms your mind, and it's called extended puppy pose. So I'm going to demonstrate it, and then I'll have Mike show you how to get into it. So extended puppy pose, we're going to, again, come from a tabletop position. And from the tabletop, we're going to slowly walk our hands out as we lower our chest towards the ground, but our elbows are not going to hit the ground. We're just going to bring our forehead to the ground, or to a block if that's more comfortable. And you should feel a nice stretch. If your arms are active, you'll feel a nice stretch in your chest as your heart melts forward. And we'll take a few nice deep breaths right there. So if you need, if your legs are sensitive, if your knees are sensitive, you can place a blanket underneath your knees. But as you can see, this is an active pose. It's not like child's pose where we're going back and we're resting. This is an active pose. Your arms are active as they stretch forward. You're active in your chest. This is a completely active pose, a nice stretch. If your head doesn't reach the floor, you can bring it to a block, a book, or a blanket. And just take a nice few breaths right here. And again, we do not want your elbows to touch the floor because this is an active pose, it's not a rest pose. And again, this is a nice cross between child's pose and downward dog. So think to yourself again as you inhale and you exhale that you are connecting with your heart, that you live with an open heart, connect to your breath. If you're practicing the Ujjayi ocean breath, connect to that. Whatever your kind of breath you're practicing, connect to your breath. Let's just take another inhale, another exhale. Another inhale, and another exhale. And now, come back to tabletop position. Make your knees as wide as your mat with your toes touching. Knees as wide as your mat with your toes touching. And we're going to come back into child's pose. So now this is the nice rest pose. So as you can see, this is different than what we were just doing because now the elbows are on the floor. We are now resting. Again, if your knees are sensitive, you can come put your knees on a blanket or a towel, whatever you have available to you. If your head does not come to the floor, that is fine. You can have your head rest on a block or a book. And just take a few nice deep breaths here as you let your body gently relax. Child's pose is a pose you can always come back to. It's one that is always available to you no matter what you're doing in your yoga practice. It's a nice, gentle place to come. So just connect to your breath. I am wide awake. My heart is open to receive all the love that this abundant universe has to give. I live in a state of gratitude, knowing that I am perfectly designed, whole and healthy. I am able to find peace in all areas of my life. I see myself and everyone else through the eyes of love, compassion, and equality. I radiate unconditional love and light. Continue to take a few deep breaths right here. Feel the ground supporting you. Be here now. Okay, slowly bring yourself to a kneeling position. Now again, if a kneeling position is sensitive on your knees, I invite you to put a blanket under your knees or under your bottom of your knee, whatever is comfortable for you, find what is comfortable. We're going to do quarter sun salutations, kneeling today. So quarter sun salutations, again, sun salutations, if you haven't watched my other video, there's many ways to do sun salutations. This is just one of many, and this is just called a quarter sun salutation. So to do these, we're going to inhale as we bring our arms up, we look up. Exhale as we bring our hands to heart center. And that's it. Let's do it again. Inhale as you bring your arms up. Exhale as you bring your hands to heart center. So when we do this, let's connect to our breath. And if you want, you can close your eyes if that helps you connect deeper to your breath and to this moment. Sweep your hands up as you inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Arms come up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. Let's do one more. Inhale. Arms come up. Exhale. Hands come to heart center. Very good. Let's just take a deep breath in and deep breath out. Okay. Transition now to your stomach. We're going to lie on our stomachs. Bring your head down to the mat. Okay. Again, we're going to bring our hands to to below our shoulders like we did before. Our legs are going to zip together like we did before when we were doing baby cobra. The only difference now is we're going to come up into a position called Sphinx pose. So to do this, we're actually going to come up, but instead of not putting any weight on our hands, we're actually going to be resting on our forearms. So as you come up, Mike, exactly, just like this, we're resting on our forearms. We'll be gazing out a little bit further from ahead of us. Our neck will be nice and neutral. Then exhale down. Inhale as you peel your chest off the mat. And exhale down. As you come up, again, let's do that one more time. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Melt your shoulder blades down your back. Exhale down. Let's just do that one more time. Inhale up. Very good. Exhale down. Okay. Now, we're gonna get tricky. Just kidding. Let's roll over onto our backs. Okay. Bring your knees onto the floor and bring them into your chest. Hug them into your chest. Just take a few deep breaths. This is called wind relieving pose. If you want, you can rock back and forth a few times just to bring some nice gentle movement into your spine. Just breathe right here. Take some nice gentle breath in and out. Wrap the arms around the knees, holding onto the opposite elbows, forearms, wrists, or fingers. And just relax and settle in and breathe deeply. Connect to your breath. Connect to our mantra today. All the poses that we have done so far are opening up our chest, opening up our heart center. Okay, bring your hands out to the sides. While still keeping your knees into the chest, bring your hands out to the sides. Open to the sides. All the way out to the sides, like a T. There you go. And gently bring your legs over to one side. Just breathe into the nice, gentle twist. Take a few nice deep breaths right here. Come back to center. And let's shift to the other side. However is comfortable for you, make your way back up into a kneeling position. Into a kneeling position. So today to close out, instead of going into our usual savasana, we're going to do a moving meditation. And it's called Hummy Hum Brum Hum. So, oops, sorry about the telephone. So, what we are going to do. Okay. So this meditation uses a special mantra to vibrate the energy frequency of the heart center. And again, it is a moving meditation. The mantra for the heart centering meditation is an affirmation of our connectivity with all there is. The humming sound of each syllable comforts our hearts. It is pronounced hummy hum brum hum, and it means I am I, and I am divine. And this mantra reminds our souls that we are part of a much greater whole, and that we are loved in more ways than the mind can comprehend. So to do this, I'm going to walk you through it. We're going to be in a kneeling position. If this is not comfortable for you, even with blankets under your knees, because we are going to be here for a while, if this is just not comfortable for you, I invite you to come to a cross-legged position in a way that is comfortable for you. Again, if that's being supported by a blanket or block or a book, sitting on one of those. If this is still not comfortable for you to stay at for an extended period of time, then I invite you to come to a laying down position like we would for Savasana and close your eyes. And just listen and meditate that way. But if you can do the seated and you can do the moving meditation with us, I invite you to do that. But please do only what is comfortable for you. So if you can and it's comfortable, come to a kneeling position. How this is going to work, we're going to sit up nice, straight and tall, roll our shoulders back a few times. We're going to bring our hands right in front of our heart center with our middle fingers touching. There, okay. We're going to close our eyes. And using our breath, we're going to connect to our breath. We're going to be listening to this mantra play. And throughout, every time that we inhale and exhale, we're going to find a movement that works and connects for us with our breath. And the movement that we're going to be doing throughout this entire meditation as we connect to our breath, as we inhale and as we exhale. Inhale, exhale, so exhale. Inhale. Exhale, your arms come out straight like you're flying. Exhale. Inhale, and your hands meet back at heart center. Exhale. Hands go out like you're flying. Inhale, your hands rest at heart center, keeping your shoulders calm and in neutral position. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, so let's try this with the music. Again, get into your breath, go with what feels good. If for any reason this starts to feel uncomfortable, just stop what you're doing and just meditate. Listen to the music, connect to your breath, because that's what the whole thing is about. We're going to connect to our breath, listen to the mantra that's being repeated, and remember that what it means, again, is I am I, and I am divine. And you can repeat that to yourself throughout the practice. So if you're ready, close your eyes, bring your hands to heart center, and let's connect to our breath as we connect to this nice meditation. invite you to bring your hands to your knees and just listen to the mantra as you breathe in and out. Laying on the floor, gently roll to your right hand side. Take that deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take another deep breath in, a deep breath out. And from wherever you are, let's gently meet in cross-legged position. Sukhasana, where we started. And if your eyes are closed, gently blink them open and come back to the room. Make sure you're comfortable. Bring your hands to heart center. Thank you for joining me today on this heart opening journey, this heart opening yoga practice, and this moving meditation. Go about your day thinking about this yoga practice and about how you live with an open heart. Thank yourself again for showing up for yourself today. And think about all the ways that you live with an open heart and you embrace life.